Hello everyone and welcome back to the dev stream. My name is Zack Brady. I'm again our marketing manager here at Once Upon a Galaxy. We are going to play some Galaxy today, hang out, play with all the new cards that came out in this shared pool. Hope everybody was really excited for those. I know I am. We've been playing with these cards for a while, getting them ready to go for public, and we are so excited to share them with the world. We'll just start with some async games here as we kind of stretch our legs, get in. Sorry for the delay in the start of the dev stream today. That is on me. Some technical difficulties, but we're here now. Let's pull my client here. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do today. So we got Melody, Lamppost, Boy Who Cried Werewolf. Going to be our new free captain on our Galaxy Pass in just a few short hours here at midnight GMT. So let's go ahead and give him a shout. Yeah, why not? All right. So what Boy Who Cried Werewolf does is after you recruit your third animal, you double the attack and health of the next animal or the next character you recruit, and it becomes an animal. It gets to turn it into an animal. Our music's just a little loud here for me. Let me just quickly shift just a hair. Perfect. So the goal is, for me, I often try to get the 3 animals, and then I try to hold off on drafting a character until you get one that you really want to double. Or you try to pair it with things like fairy pancakes, or over the rainbows, things of that nature. Because when you get to double, it gets pretty big. As well as anything that buffs things, or that buffs your shop, because then you get to double up on those bonuses too. Taking us early silver is nice, though we could get I think we're going to get our Nesting Scrub Fowl picked here. This is one of my favorite cards from the new shared pool. It's quite powerful as well. It's going to both tick down our commander's ability, but also, or our captain's ability rather, and then also buffs this front slot +2/+1. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're going to take Dragonling. This is another one of those cards. I'm a big fan of Dragonling as an early quester. Shift these around because the 4/1 is going to probably be more important to trade with things than the 3/1. Alright. Easy peasy. Animal and a villain. Interesting. So if I take this, we're going to trigger both our captains. So our next thing is going to be doubled. So we might as well do this. This will double all our things in our shop too. I think we want the laser shark. So the next thing we're going to grab in our shop is going to both be an animal and be twice as big as it normally is. Unfortunately, we lost this fight. Okay. So things are not that big, but everything gets to be an animal as well. So we'll take the easy buried treasure because this should be easy enough to turn into a or easy enough to trigger, just like this. We're going to turn it on. Yeah, we'll just take the Lich King's Heart. We just want to survive as long as possible here. The mommy of machines. Oh, we mommy. Okay, so we don't have any questers here. But there's a lot more questers, so I think that the potion might be better in the end. We don't necessarily have any summoning things that we're doing yet. Nor do I think we have any that are in our build. Or in our deck. Just +2 attack is not bad either. I'll just take the speculative potion of treasure finding and just hope that it's good enough. Okay, I'm just going to take this Navi, heal up our heart. Fill is pretty great. We can get rid of this Dragonling for now. So again, we trigger our captain here. So our next thing is going to be bigger. Oof. I think we're going to take a full heart loss here. Which means taking the Navi was only okay. So we got our double up on our Foul Lich. That one was turned into an animal, so it triggers our thing again. Interesting. I think we probably want to buff our spells. We could cast a random spell too. Let's just let's get our Nightshade here. Okay, so we're not close enough to finishing this quest, but it's possible we could try to set that up. I think I'm probably just gonna take this Will o' the Wisp because it should help us abuse this double. Just debating where I'm putting here. Probably here. So yeah, changes to the shared pool. We lost Slash and Dash, but we got Will o' the Wisp, which is essentially both of them combined into one character, which is kind of neat. Moppet's pretty good. If we can get Moppet to survive, and free spells are going to be always fairly good. Pisces is going to be interesting because we already have this Fae. Ooh. Sure. And we know we have a silver, I forget the name of it, the Fae that buffs our spells. I forget the name of it for some reason off the top of my head. But we also have that running around, so this Pisces is going to increase that buff as well. I sort of wanted Over the Rainbow, but if I take Over the Rainbow... it's not going to quite line up with our captain, so... Ooh. Oh man, I sort of want it on the Moppet because the Moppet might survive, but at this point we are trying to just get free spells if possible. Uh-oh. Oh, alright, final heart. We get one because of the hunt, so... we'll use this on our back slot here because we're trying to get her to survive. This is going to be good. Silver, maybe I should have taken the Abracadabra, but nice, all the way up to gold. That's excellent for us. Each shop we had last turn. I think that's probably what we're going to want because we're going to want to start chaining a lot of these shops together, and we'll have had a lot of shops. When you recruit a character, double the stats of characters in your shop that share a type with it for the rest of the turn. Well, that is just silly with our captain, so I think we're going to try to take that. Unfortunately, our Mega Mall only saw things that we got afterwards, so I think it's too little too late. Okay, only lost half a heart. We can come back from this. So we get our bonus shot based off of Friar Tuck. Just making sure there's nothing here. It's possible I'm supposed to replace Will o' the Wisp. Yeah, let's place Will o' the Wisp. Do I take the random... Do we take the random common treasure? Hello, Lepion. How's it going? I could also take the Jasmine Dragon. Our things are going to get quite big anyway. I could just cast the spell too. Lots of choices here. I could also forgo... Whoops. I could also decide that I want to replace... either Shadowmancer or Conan with Tin Man. Just to get the treasure that... Oh no, so I don't have one full heart. So yeah, so I should do this. Okay, let's take the Evil Stepmother. That'll give us an additional shop. Wand of Anger is pretty good. Okay, so we should get everything. You should get plus 18, plus 18. And it did. Is it good enough? Oh no. No! The summon got us. The summon got us. Okay. Well, got to show off some cool new things. How's everyone doing? Again, this is our Tuesday dev stream. I'm Zachary Brady. I'm our marketing manager here at Once Upon a Galaxy. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. We just had that major update. If you haven't updated already, go ahead and go do that. We have a bunch of new cards in the shared pool, a bunch of new cards coming down the pipeline, and spoilers and things. Let's see how we're sitting on folks in chat. I think we're still a little light, so I'm gonna keep playing some async here, just as we kind of get warmed up. Ooh, I'll take an Indiana Clones. Sure. Alrighty. So the goal of Indiana Clones, we need to survive till turn 10, where then we're gonna clone our 3 highest rarity treasures. I am a big fan of Indiana Clones. Big pop-off gaming. Oh, there are a lot more treasures. Yes. If you guys haven't checked it out, go ahead and check out our article yesterday. Let me shift my thing here for my... go to galaxy.fun/patch. That'll take you to the patch notes. There's also a spoiler command. And you can see all of the amazing new cards and spoilers. That did not work. There you go. There's our link to our sports. I believe no treasures got removed. Correct. I think we replaced one spell, Spoonful of Sugar. No treasures I think got removed, and then it was a bunch of shared pool characters. Okay. So, I think I'm just going to go with fortifications. Again, we're trying to survive as long as possible. Okay, we'll take Despicable Shmee. Hey, look at that. We did not lose a heart. That's Silver Shmee. Jealous Stepsisters, because we're going to want to... We're going to want to make sure we get that treasure. You kind of have 2 tasks with... Looks like we're going to lose this fight. Unfortunately, that fight was definitely lost because of our... because we were missing a character. We'll take one of our new spell or treasures here. Ticking Time Top. After you lose 2 fights, transform me into a random treasure of your shop's rarity. So this is going to be really good with Indiana Clones, because we're going to want to have higher rarity treasures. This just means if we lose 2 fights by turn 10, we'll have a higher rarity treasure. If we don't lose 2 shops by turn 10, we didn't lose. We're doing good. So, Buried Chest is also going to be good. Gets a Nesting Scrub Fowl there. Mecha Man is excellent. That'll trigger our Buried Chest. Buried Chest wants us to recruit a pirate, so we did. We recruit a pirate toy hero. Huh. Okay. Lock Chest is interesting. Next time you discover a treasure, you get to keep all 3. If we take Lock Chest, we're really not going to want to golden either of these 2 characters. We're really going to want to find a rare treasure, or a rare treasure, so we can get 3 of them, and then all of them will get copied by clones. The option could also be to take Merlin's Pointy Hat. I think it might be either or Drafty Window. The benefit of these 2 is if we do end up getting them copied with our captain by turn 10, these are both 2 pretty powerful effects. We have a Weird Beard in this list still, so I think I'm going to take the Drafty Window, because it's quite powerful. Looks like we're going to lose here. Okay. But that ticks down our ticking time top, so not the end of the world. We'll take our Peter Pan, since we have double recruit abilities. And sure, we'll take Little Red as a quester over our stepsisters who's already gone off. We summoned Ace of Hearts again twice in a row. Interesting. Alright, lost another half heart, but that's our second one. So, when this transforms... Timeline Duplicator! Oh, baby, we're cooking with gas. Oh, alrighty. Let's take a look at some amazing new things. So, because we got a timeline duplicator, which gave us a copy of our captain, we then get to discover another treasure based off the captain. So, because we're at Shop Rarity Rare, we get to choose between one of these 3 rare treasures. So, Buried Treasure is one of the ones that already existed. So, that was your Pirates of Treasure Hoard 2. That's pretty good. We have a singular, or we have 2 pirates. We do know we have Weird Beard down the line, so if we get more pirates, that's going to be great. Horse armor is free, cheapest cost of any horse armor in any game that sells horse armor. Gives our characters plus 10 health, which is a pretty big boon at this point. Probably means we're gonna win the next fight at least. And then 6 shooters is get a bonus spell for every 6 of your characters that are KO'd. So this works really well when you have a summoner like we do with Mecha Man, and then free bonus spells are just kind of nice. So I think I'm gonna take the 6 shooter. Ooh, perfect. True Love's Kiss is awesome because we needed to transform a character for Little Red anyway. So let's go ahead and do it on our recruit character there. We got a Blackbeard's Parrot. I think we might just do the Pixie Dust. You know, I can't remember if I have how many of the spell things I have in this list. I guess this is a hero, so we are going to get to trigger it that way. I'll take the Pixie Dust. I think this is a speculative for long term. And a Boon Willow. Nice. Okay. So, take our Boon Willow there. We'll shift her over there. We'll pull this. We'll do this. Because we want the Blackbeard's Parrot to survive. Buff this slot. So any fight we lose moving forward, we're going to get to cast a free spell. Which is nice. But we're not going to lose fights. Okay. I think I'm going to take the 2-headed wizard. Oh, perfect. So what happened here, we had Drafty Window, so we got to trigger this recruit ability twice. We get 3 copies of our next spell. With True Love's Kiss, we can go from rare to epic to legendary to secret rare. Yeah, we'll do the 2-headed wizard. So we're gonna go get us a secret rare character here. Not bad for turn 6. It's an Echoing Fae, so not the most powerful right away, but is gonna scale very quickly for us. Yeah, I gotta tone down these div hacks, a little too obvious. Look, sometimes you just gotta be a talented Indiana Clones gamer like me. Let's ignore the fact that I lose most of my runs with clones. Alright. Random character. Hey! Scar is decent. Let me see what our Boon Willow is at. So plus 8 and plus 12. It's not the end of the world. So we'll put this here since all of these have Hunt. That's a good one. Let's go ahead and put... Am I missing one? Oh, I am missing one. That is my bad. Papa Bear could solve that. Papa Bear, a new card here, finishing off our little bear cycles. Each fight, give your animals slots +4/+4. So our animals get +4/+4 in their slots. That unfortunately doesn't trigger Echoing Fae. She only cares about buffs directly on the characters. But that will make sure our ship shape gets triggered. Energizer. That's not bad. Although we don't really have a ton of those things. I could get a Co-Captain Corsair. Yeah, I'm going to get a Co-Captain Corsair. And the reason being is I'm going to try to avoid getting another treasure as best as possible, that another rare treasure. Because currently Clones is going to copy our Timeline Duplicator, which should go really ham. It's going to go quite silly. Yeah, we'll take the Loki since doubling our spells is good. We're going to be getting free spells with this. So I kind of okay with transforming our Shipshape Inspector, but because we just took Loki, it could potentially hit our Echoing Fae, and we don't necessarily want that. I think I'm just going to take the White Whale. Iron Cash Dragon is great. Yeah, I think this game is all coming together. Hey, it's Jamie Topples. Okay, so we can cast this on our things here. Got us some breadcrumbs. That's excellent. Oh, baby! Okay, now we're really gonna pop off now. I'm gonna take the shoemaker's elves here. So the next treasure we find gets +3/+5 to its ability because we buffed our Fae a bit. So the way that Pixie Dust and Wormscale Tinkerer work is the way you want it to. Wormscale Tinkerer will continue to increase Pixie Dust, which will continue to increase Wormscale Tinkerer, which will continue to scale Pixie Dust. We're going to go quite ham. Oh, it looks like Timeline Duplicator doesn't get copied off of clones. Well, that's a bummer. We got lots of free spells. We got our co-captains Corsair, so we get to have all of the captains. Yeah, whatever. We'll increase our buffs by +1. We're already going that direction. It's going to be ham and crazy. And I guess this doesn't really do anything. It's okay. We're just bringing all these things to the party. Ooh. That's going to go ham and crazy. So our whole team there got +7/+11. So Echoing Fae gets to pop way off. Oh, that would make sense. It goes infinite. We'll just buff everything in our shop. Alright, looks like we're still slogging through here. Excellent. There's our Lost in the Woods. Ooh, I really like Angelica. She can be in place of Scar. So Angelica says when she's another new character we have here for our shared pool. When she hunts, she gives my stats to the next character you recruit. Unfortunately, our copy from Loki targeted our Echoing Fae, so we didn't get to quite double up. Pirate Prince is great. We have a pirate villain, a pirate here. That's just a Dragon Fae. I kind of want to keep this on the board, though. Okay. We're just gonna keep this on the board. Get all of our treasures. So because we had 3 drafty windows, we got 3 common treasures. I think at this point we are doing donuts in the parking lot all the way to a victory. Unfortunately, our 6 shooters are probably not gonna get to fire very often because we're not gonna be losing our characters all that much. Ooh, do I take another secret rare? I mean, for the content, I probably should. I don't necessarily want to do Wormscale Tinkerer, though. This is giving Treasure Hoard 1 every single turn, which is pretty good to all my pirates. But again, we're here for the content. Oh no, I forgot! I forgot we had Loki! I forgot we had Loki. Whoops. Yep, you tried. You certainly tried. Like, I just wanted to make it a competition. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We're okay to lose a fight if needed. We might even still win this fight, if I'm being totally honest. We didn't get our hunt off of Angelica, but we did get the hunt off of the Big Bad Wolf. So we lost that fight, only lost half a heart, but the Big Bad Wolf is now Big Bad and the Wolf. Get us a Lesser Mimic, that's good. This combo's going to be quite good too. Got our 6 shooters going off, which is why we get all these spells. Okay, we're not casting True Love's Kiss again. The next treasure we find is going to get plus 28, plus 44. Going to be quite good. Just kind of casting spells here. Oh, we didn't get to hunt with Angelica. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Go right, go right. Yes! It's still probably not enough. No! Oh no! We almost got that one too. Okay. Lost in the Woods, Abracadabra. We didn't get to hunt, so we're not going to have the Angelica trigger. But I'm still going to over the rainbow. Oh no! Forced to cast! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Mixo could be good. Do we have any mages to get bonus shops? We do not. We do not. So I'm gonna try to Mixo. Where was it at? It was the second slot. Was the Big Paul Bunyan? It wasn't a Herc. It was a Paul Bunyan. But yes. Recruit abilities are farewell abilities. That's quite good if we get to another recruit abilities. We do have Weird Beard here at some point. Whenever we get a common treasure, we get an epic treasure as well. Is also nice. I'm going to take the double hunt. Okay. There we go. Mixo Macho. Now we just need to have Angelica hunt. She's not going to hunt. She's not going to hunt. The Big Bad Wolf is going to hunt. Okay. Okay, our Big Bad Wolf is going to be huge. They took full heart damage even though we only had 2 characters, which means they're the last player left in the lobby. We're going to be good. We're going to salvage it. The content. So, we have our Masterwork Scrolls. We have 2 of them because we had the large Shoemaker Elves buffed because we had the large Pixie Dust. Our Masterwork Scrolls are getting plus 87 plus 135 to each spell, so this double is going to give plus 175 plus 271 and then double a buff. That is insane. Insane. Well, now we can't lose, right? Now we can't lose. They retain all their buffs, so I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna content it. Sure. Yeah, so close to an insane Angelica buff. Plus 20. Oh, no! That Paul Bunyan, it's 18,000. It kept scaling. Oh no! Oh no, we're gonna lose! We lost this game! How did we lose? Loki! Well, poop. We'll appreciate the silly content here. I gotta turn on my light. My camera is getting quite dark. Alrighty. Perfect. Let's launch into live lobbies. See if folks are energized to play with me here. After that wonderful throw of a game. That Paul Bunyan kept scaling. Man. Oh. Brutal. All right. We're going to host us a lobby here. MFPT is our lobby code. If y'all want to come play with me, maybe I will throw against you, just like I just did there. Yeah, great game. Sometimes for the content, you just got to go for it. I wish I had remembered Loki, but, you take it where you can get it. Oh, right. Yeah, twice the size of the largest unit. Yeah. Well, but our largest, he was 18,000, I think, and our largest unit was at 9. So the way it works with async is that I believe he probably scaled off of somebody else. 2 more slots, and then we'll fire, or we'll fire in about a couple minutes here. My fave was 9K. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. So you're saying it's my fault. Hoisted by my own petard. It's possible I was supposed to flip Shadow and Echoing Fae in their position, because maybe then Echoing Fae would attack into Paul Bunyan, get knocked out, then Shadow would die, resummon Echoing Fae, and maybe we get to live a turn. Maybe, and we draw. But all right, I'm gonna fire with 4 here. Okay, thank you everybody for joining. Again, my name is Zachary Brady. I'm the marketing coordinator here at Once Upon a Galaxy. We try to do these weekly dev streams every week. I think the time is going to adjust a little bit about when we're starting and things. Just we're a busy team. We're all over the U.S., all remote, so trying to get everybody lined up to the same time slot is a little bit tough. My camera here, just a hair. But we're going to try to continue to do them on Tuesdays if possible. A lot of cool things coming up here in the next few weeks, so brace yourself. We have an awesome new captain coming up. Let's see here. I like all 3 of these captains. I'm gonna play with Hannibal. I haven't got to play with Hannibal in a while. I'm gonna turn on my little Hannibal while we get to play with the Hannibal. But yeah, We Are Blorg is gonna be quite cool, quite fun. Toy-based commander. Super excited for that. And then again, it's gonna not be very long. Can't tell you when, but not very long. We'll eventually get into late October, and Candelar will release, and it's going to be exciting. If you haven't had a chance, go ahead and go pick up the pre-order bundles today. They're $15 a piece, and then they come with a bunch of goodies and prizes, alt arts and decks and things, which will help get you jump-started into Candelar. Okay. I'll take a Slappy. Nesting Scrubfowl. Big fan of Nesting Scrubfowl. It'll also work well because as an animal to get KO'd with our captain. You were supposed to KO my animal there. Did you not get the memo? Ooh. One thing that's been interesting to me with some of these new cards is we have a lot of cards that are that want to be in this first slot. So there's a little bit of competition for things. I think Clones was the first captain I had Diamond Frame on as well. So definitely for you there, Diamond Clones is always the right pick. I'll take Rage Mage in case we want to cast a targeted spell at any point here. It's good. I'm a huge fan of Ticking Time Top. Sailor Spinach is actually pretty good too. Will help us kind of get a little bit ahead on board. think I'll take Ticking Time Top, though. We're already into turn 3, so it'll be turn 5 that we get it at a minimum. So if we can win one of the next 2 fights, it's then going to be a rare treasure. Which is, I think, where we want to be at. If we survive, obviously, longer, then it's going to be even better. Guys, this art looks so good. Again, shout out to all of our amazing artists. I forget who does this piece. Maybe our wonderful art director's in the chat, and she'll include me in on who the artist was for this one. Big fan of Ember, but I think I'll take Baby Bear. Okay, we're just going to keep getting our animals, get our slots all buffed up. I'll do this, actually. That way we'll have an easy enough time for... Actually, these need to be KO'd, right? So I guess we'll swap them again. Should get a common treasure here off of Dragonling if we win this 50-50 to have him attack, or we win the 33%, or the 66% rather, to have him not be the first one attacked. So chances are pretty high this Dragonling is going to get to attack. There we go. So we lost the coin flip on the 50-50 to attack first, but then we won the 66%er to have him not be attacked. I think I like a speculative breadcrumbs here because we really want to control what our what's in our shop, I think. Sure, we'll bring this to the board. And Bunny's quite good. We have so many characters that want to be attacked. All right. Oof. Felt just shy. We're okay though. We lost our first combat, so our ticking time goes down. We only lost half a heart, so not the end of the world either. All our silver's out of the way. I'm just gonna speculatively cast this Grodo. I think we gotta take the Phil here. So Phil's pretty good with our captain because he just cares about when your animals get knocked out, and Phil likes to get knocked out a bunch. Phil is a hero when he's on our board. Any of these animals you can get that can get knocked out multiple times a turn is always good. So Mockingbird will be another good one once we get to Epic to try to find. Eventually, we're going to probably want to pivot out of animals in some capacity if we don't feel like we're really running down this lobby, which I don't feel like we're really running down the lobby. Their Cowardly Lion gets to trigger. Ours has not triggered once, I think. It has not. Okay, so Reinforced Hull. Whenever you buff a slot, give it an additional +8/+8. Oh, doggy. That seems like what we're doing with our lives. Okay, I'm going to replace this Cowardly Lion because I think that we are just not in that business at the moment. And Helika's also great. I could have gotten the Ship Shape Inspector there, but I think this is how we're going to come back into this game. Trying to figure out which slots we want to get +8/+9 because of our Baby Bear. I think it'll be these three. I guess it could be this one. Let's do this one. So now we really want to find Mama Bear or Papa Bear to go with our Baby Bear. because then we could be giving our slots a ton every single turn. Thank you everybody for joining today. Always good to see an active community here in our dev stream. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I will do my best to answer them. Again, I'm part of the marketing department, so I've been doing all of the spoilers and things of that nature. So hopefully you've been seeing lots of that chatter going on in the Discord, on the subreddits, on our website. Feel free to go and check out our spoilers. I don't know why our command isn't working. Is it supposed to be spoilers? Yeah, okay. Make it plural. So I believe we hunted there, which is pretty good. Cheshire Cat could be awesome, as we already have a bunch of animals, and so we can just continue to get that train rolling. I think I just want to take the Ant Bunny, though. Papa Bear! Don't mind if I do's! Man, I want to keep... Little awkward because I just got the Ant Bunny. I don't necessarily want to bail on the Scarecrow just yet. I don't necessarily want to bail on Angelica just yet. But I guess here's what I'll do. I'll take Papa Bear. We're going to buff this slot a ton. And then once we're ready to get Angelica back, then we should be good. Most important question is always, what do you like in your sandwiches? But that's not really related. I'll answer sandwich questions. I'm a big sandwich aficionado. I'm a big fan of Italian sandwiches, so onions, salami, pastrami, all the good stuff. I guess pastrami's not an Italian, but and then lately I've been kicking it with a Reuben, which is where I've been thinking about pastrami. Good stuff there. Okay, let's get our Scarecrow done and dusted here. Perfect. So I can take Barrel of Monkeys, which is excellent. Farewell abilities are hunt abilities. So I believe these are all toys. Look at our handy dandy feature here. Thank you, Alexis, for doing all the amazing work here to get this feature put in. Essentially, it'll show created cards. This is not dynamic yet. It will be at some point, where it'll show what the current stats are. Right now this is just showing the base stats, but it's always nice to be able to pull up the created cards there. I'm a big fan of Gloves of Thieving too. So, but this should be, with Barrel of Monkeys, quite silly. So I think we're going to do this. We don't necessarily want to copy the next spell we cast. I think we're just going to go all in on the animal plan. So yeah, now all of our slots are going to be getting plus 16 every single turn. A little more than that because Papa Bear is giving +4, and this is giving +1 health. So. And then if every time our captain triggers as well, it's going to get another silly amount. Whenever you discover an epic treasure, find a second copy of it. I'll take the printing press. I think that could be potentially really good. Yeah, okay. I had to make sure that I didn't have your recruits or farewells, the mushroom ring, because if I do, I'd want to put Pied Piper on the board to give us a bonus shop of all animals every single turn, which would be excellent. We'll take the sailor spinach. A hungry hyena. Well, you know, our slots can only get so big, right? I wonder if I'm supposed to take this, or I wonder if I'm supposed to do... I don't think I need Phil as much over Stinky. The reason I'm doing this change is while Phil is usually pretty good at getting attacked multiple times and doing a bunch of damage, we're not necessarily getting KO'd before it gets to attack very often, especially if we're going to be very big. So I think Stinky's going to reflect more damage at the end of the day. Also, we kind of want to have our board clear eventually if this Barrel of Monkeys gets popped. got down to the barrel monkeys, but it never popped. Perfect. So there is our gold stinky. So we're going to get 2 copies of our epic because of our printing press. Gloves of Thieving seems fantastic, so we'll take that. We'll take us an and bunny here. Get us another gold. I think I'm just going to take the luckier chest. Yeah, I'll just take the luckier chest. Yeah, we got pretty lucky that our ticking time top flipped into this reinforced hull, which is excellent with the things that we're trying to do anyway. Interesting. I can't click on it. There we go. I think let me check out our toy somebody thing is. Okay, +3+. So we've done this twice. No, we just got an Energizer. So we have not recruited or summoned a single toy yet. This Barrel of Monkeys he's just trying his best. But it's good insulation in case we do end up getting got. It's going to be insane now because with the Energizer, the toy box gives +3/+3 and then improves by 3/3. So how that should work is I believe it'll give, it'll give +3, plus then +6, +9, +12, +15. Apologies for the dog barking in the background. Well, it looks like I'm probably getting there. You know what we are missing, though? We're missing Mama Bear. We're missing Mama Bear. Let's try to see if we can find a Mama Bear. Oh, Mama Bear. Ooh, the Goldilocks would have been pretty silly, too. No Mama Bear. Looks like we're gonna take this one. GG, everyone. Yeah, it was a pretty good pop-off game. Papa Bear, quite strong there. Brand new card. I gotta go see what my dog's barking about. Give me just a second. We are back. Just a squirrel or a cat in the front yard, I think. Alrighty. Let's get us another lobby going here. YKP4. I'm going to put this in the chat as well. YKP4. And let me do a spoiler. So we've had lots of amazing spoilers going on. All through, I'm gonna call it Candelar season, our spoiler season here. Been a big fan of all the content creators. So again, good shout out to all those folks who are doing showing off our spoilers. They've been doing a fantastic job keeping me quite busy in all the great ways that people are doing. So go ahead and check out all of their spoilers at the spoilers link there in the chat. Exclamation point spoilers. And let's see what our spoiler is today. It is the Viscount Joculot. Apologies for the bad accent. He's got super sweet. Each fight steals +3/+3 from the enemy across from me. I'm a candy vampire villain. Yes, our wonderful new vampire. Gonna take +3/+3 from his opponent and grow. He's got super sweet 3, so every time you sweeten your candy, this steal is gonna get bigger. He's gonna get larger and larger and scale quite nicely. Let me go ahead and drop a thing in our lobby up too. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's an awesome new card. Getting our first, I think he's our first vampire. Should be super fun. I like that it adds positionality to it, right? So, you know, depending on what it's across from, depends on what it can steal from. I'm going to get quite big. So I'll pull back over here and we'll throw him up on our screen there. We will also get to showcase our fancy new candy frames. So anything with a candy border will be candy, so you can quickly see that from a distance. So YKP4, whoever else wants to join, go ahead and jump in and join. Otherwise, we'll probably fire here in, give it a couple minutes, maybe one. Yeah, I don't know why I can never say this character's name, Viscount Joculot, without doing that Transylvanian kind of accent. Cool, looks like we got a fourth person in here. Let's go ahead and get firing. We got Michaela, myself, Dokeshi, and Raylan. Ooh, I think I'm gonna play Dorothy. I haven't played Dorothy in a while. She was my favorite captain when I first started playing, when I was brought on board. See, I joined the company, I think it was February of last year. So, a long time ago. The game looked quite different, and Dorothy was, I think, my favorite captain at the time. Over time now it's become... We've just had other things. Indiana Clones, Thing in the Ice, those are all taken her place. But with all the new questers that are in Candelar, I think Dorothy's going to be quite good. In particular, there's a couple of those interesting treasures that you can get that also like really multiply things pretty well. Like, for example, you have Hidden Treasure Room, which gives, every time you draft a common, you're getting an epic treasure. So if you find a common quester and you complete it after you already have that treasure, then you get 2 epic treasures, which is nice. Or you have Printing Press, which we saw in the previous game, where whenever you get an epic treasure, you get a copy of it. So then if you complete an epic quester like a Scarecrow, then you get to double up on that as well. Actually, I haven't looked at her deck in a while. Just questers. Yeah, it's probably fine. Guinevere's going to be a lot better as well with all the new questers. Alrighty. Well, got a quester off the bat in Daughter of Athena. Into a Toto, so that's great. It's going to get us another quester and triggers our first quester. Look how cute Toto is. He's just so happy to be here. So I will take a Jealous Stepsister here just to load up on our questers. Plus it's pretty easy to complete. There's a third quester. That's pretty easy to complete, so we might end up losing a heart here because we took a bunch of low-powered things, but I think that'll still work out for us. And we drew. Excellent. A draw is huge for us. Pumpkin spice latte, also great. I think we'll take the little red just to complete this quest. Okay, I don't want to take Lesser Mimic because I don't necessarily want a copy of the common treasures that we're likely going to get. So we should be getting a lot of common treasures here. Yeah, we'll get the lucky chest here. That's excellent. Interesting. So I sort of want to cast Presence of Gaia to make this stronger, but I normally want to cast it on the first slot. But I guess I'll do it on the middle slot here and just hope that she gets... Maybe she gets attacked once and gets to survive. Excuse me. Perfect. Okay, so she survived, so now she just needs to get attacked again. Excellent. So now that quest is going to be complete. Oh, we were so close to getting to complete Dragonling there as well. Okay, so yeah, we'll take Prized Pigs and Pixie Dust. I don't necessarily want to get the copied spells just yet. Maybe later in our voyage. So all these are bigger and they're mages. I guess I'll take the Foul Lich. We're going to be kind of looking to transform something here. Take the Toady. Okay, so we're going to get this next quester off. I think the treasure I want is Ticking Time Top. I think. Because we kind of want to have one of those speculative, will be better later kinds of treasures. There we go. And Potion of Treasure Finding is excellent. Guess we'll take the secret map. It's a little early for secret map, but it's probably a little early for this Tin Man too, but I do think I'm going to take it. Excellent. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to transform off of it. So this will get us into an epic and treasure this. The reason I took the Tin Man is while I'm not close to 1 heart, it now puts a silver into my, or puts silvers into my pool. So I'm more likely to find it later. I'm not sure if we necessarily need a golden fountain, but I think I'm going to take it anyway. So that way we get all 3 every time that we complete treasures. The fact we have a Mirror Mage here is going to probably help us get to an epic treasure pretty quickly too. Here's something I actually haven't tested yet. I wonder if I was, and I can't do it this game because I already, I think if I transform Little Red, she might complete. But that's speculatory. Shoemaker Elves being a +3/+3 by default seems excellent. Okay, so we can't True Love's Kiss. I mean, we could to get an epic, but we're not going to. Just take the Toady. Ship Shape is not bad if we can trigger it. But we're a little bit of ways from that. But we'll take it. Speculatory on size. We have to remember that our next legendary is going to be bigger. So if we see a legendary that is just kind of okay and we don't necessarily want to take it, we should probably avoid. Because it's going to burn up that buff. Okay. I'm holding on to Toto here for just a little bit. Okay, now we're done. I like Blackjack so much. But I think we're going to take Icewing and Maverick. It's pretty easy to trigger some of these questers. And again, these questers are going to give us one rarity higher, and we get to take all 3 of them. So, going to be quite good. Does it remove it from the pool? I don't think so. I think it's only when you transform Goldens. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't quite remember that. What's going on, Salador? Welcome. W Meeting there in the chat is one of our amazing community content creators who has helped do some of our spoilers. Go check out some of their content. They are excellent. Yeah, these new cards are excellent. I'm super stoked. Really excited for Candelar too, and we're going to be able to then mix in both these cards and the Candelar cards. It's nice to get to play with them for a little bit too. Yeah, get in the Candelar store. Yep. Well, we're doing pretty good there. Okay, I think I can Silvery Moon. There is another epic. So, I think I'm going to replace Ship Shape because, again, we're nowhere close to doing that one just yet. The thing is, we complete this quest or this quest, and Maverick is going to complete too. So we're gonna get to pop off here in a few turns with just a bunch of treasures. Really need some more targeted spells for Mirror Mage. She's been a little bit slow. Mirror Mage is going to be quite good with a lot of the candy spells that we've already spoiled and sort of talked about in our candy article. If you have not checked out the candy article, there's a link to it here. That's our primary Candelar article, and then there'll be a link within the candy section. I really want to cast True Love's Kiss here, but I just can't. I can't bring myself to doing it. Okay, so here's a good example, though. I almost took the Titania just kind of a speculatory, and I was going to just bank it so I get the Legendary Treasure later, but we have to remember our Toady buff. So if we take this now, we're not going to get it on any other Legendaries we recruit. So, perfect. Pay dirt. Oh, I really want to keep getting this Mirror Mage thing, but the Captain Hook is going to be very good. That should hopefully help keep us around. Looks like the lobby is pretty low-hearted, so I don't know if that's the official term. That's the term I'm going to use. Really sort of want to find like Abracadabra and Lost in the Woods and things like that to also quickly churn down our Scarecrow. I think we're at a point here where if we can get this big pop-off turn where we get like all of these treasures, because this currently represents 9 treasures on our board, I think that we're probably going to be in a good position to win this game. So for those who have been keeping track of all of these spoilers, go ahead and drop in the chat. Let me know what your favorite spoiler has been so far throughout spoiler season. Obviously, you have all of the ones that are already in the client as part of the shared pool. All of those dropped yesterday into that channel, and then we're gonna have a whole bunch more, all of our collectible ones. We have over 150 new cards. Oh, the snapping dragon eating the captain hook there was brutal. Okay, so that's gonna be good. So we get to take all of our things here. Let's take Twin Shot and then Lesser Mimic. This is gonna trigger our Maverick and Ice Wing. So the first one of these that we're gonna take is gonna get 2 times. I'm gonna take the Fairy Pancakes. I think double Fairy Pancakes has so much potential for silly things, and we'll increase our buffs as well. Oh yeah, I forgot we got all 3. Nice. Why make decisions? There we go. Big pop-off turn. Eureka is excellent. We're going to have to pass on the gold of the Hand of Midas, unfortunately. But let's do this slot. I'm sitting here thinking I'm going to make decisions, and I just get all 3 of them. Okay. That was a big pop-off turn. Now we just need to survive and hopefully take advantage of it. So Chain of Camaraderie is going to be really interesting. So whenever we recruit a character, I double the stats in your shop. Double the stats of characters in your shop that share a type with it for the rest of the turn. Oh no, got Weird Beard popping off. We might take full heart here. No! No! We're gonna take full heart damage and lose! No! Dang it! I just need to survive! Yeah, Leapfrog is an excellently fun spoiler. I can't wait for it. 4th place! Ah! But we were just about to pop off! Look at all the treasures I got! Bummer. Well, them's the beats. You know what they say, when you lose, hit play again. WWCW. What would Cinco wish for? While we're waiting on folks to finish up that last lobby, jump into the new one. Again, WWCW. Let's go back to our spoiler for today. The Viscount Chocolat. Super sweet. Each fight steal +3/+3 from me, or from the enemy across from me. Candy, a vampire, a villain. Can't wait for this. So again, Super Sweet 3 means that this +3/+3 is going to get +3 every single time you sweeten your candy. So it could potentially steal quite a big number from your opponent. And vampire type, yes. We are officially into spooky candy season, and the vampires are here. It's a little touch that I didn't notice in this art before is his clasp around his cloak, around his neck, is a little candy. Little wrappered candy. You know, let's probably pull up the main image. It's gonna be huge. We'll wait for people to come in. WWCW. Let's pull up the big spoilery image, and I can show you there in all of its glory. Oops, probably a little too big. Let's shrink that down a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, they got the little candy right there in the chest piece. That's interesting. I love that our artists put all those little details in. There's also chocolate bars on all these pillars behind him. Yeah. Excellent. 2 more slots left for WWCW lobby. 1 more slot left. We'll probably fire in about a minute. Alrighty, let's just fire. Again, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Wonderful Galaxy day. Pretty soon we're going to have our Galaxy Pass rollover at midnight GMT. So that'll happen very soon. I want to say... I have to do math. I think that's 5 p.m. my time. So think about 4 hours or so. I'm not a time wizard. I can't tell you what time. Well, we played with Hannibal earlier. It was really good. I think we'll play with this little piggy. This little piggy is quite good. Sure, I'll still play with toys. Toys obviously got a little bit of a nerf overall. That mostly unintentional in terms of a direct target because of the shared pool changes. Those happen for various reasons. They'll come back. Those shared pool changes like Mop and things. I'm still having a good time playing with toys. You just don't have that late game pop off. We make a lot of our shared pool changes proactively with anticipation of how things are going to interact with Candelar. And there's a lot of buffing with Candelar. A lot of buffing. So it's going to be good to see. Mop had a full base set to dominate and do good things. It'll be nice to see how people pivot from there. Okay, I think I'm going to take Dragonling. I think Dragonling is one of those characters I like never not take. That was a good question though, because Nesting Scrubfowl is also a common I just never not take. Ooh, yeah, Mephisto's a good idea. I'm just going to take a Speculative Thorn. I'll take the Jealous Stepsisters because she can slot up here once this Dragonling is done. Okay, further questions for the chat. Go ahead and post in the chat. What is your favorite shared pooled card that just got added? All the new shared pooled cards. I think there's like 20 of them. 20 something. And then there's a bunch of treasures. So all of those count. Of all those new shared pool stuff, which one is your favorite? Which one of the ones you're most excited to play with? Which one have you gotten to play with a couple games now in the last day and are just like over the moon about? I think one that I've been really happy with as we've been doing playtesting for Candelar and like the more I've been playing is Angelica. Angelica just keeps overperforming every time I play with it. Like it's solid, it's fun. It lets you do big number of statty things out of your shop, but comes at the risk of having to survive in order to use it and have to get your hunt triggers. Speaking of which, I'll take this bounty contract. I'll just take the common treasure here. Sailor Spinach. This has been another one of my favorite cards, Ember. She's got a recruitability, give your characters +1/+1. She just ends up making your board, like, pretty decent. And the fact that she's a Fae, she gets to work with Pan's Shadow and Pan and things of that nature. It just seems to, all things kind of just tend to work out. She can end up doing silly things. Ah, Trash Can Full of Strawberries is very fun. That card is silly. I had a great game with that last night using Shoemaker Elves. I got to take it, silver it, gold it, and so what it does when you recruit, you give a plus to the next treasure you recruit. So I got a bunch of pluses on it. I ended up with +5, +5 for the abilities there on Trash Can Full of Strawberries. So it went crazy pretty quickly. This is a decent one. And we'll take this. Perfect. And then we can take our... I think we'll do that. Wonder if I should just put this here, though. It's tough. I'm going to be a believer that my slot 2 is going to get to attack. Yeah, I think by the end my my thing was a +80. It was absurd. it was fun. Alrighty then. Looks like we got to get our transform. That'll trigger our little red. We got a dreamer off the transform. I think we'll take a Masterwork Scroll. And we'll take the Warp Drive. This is another one of those treasures that I think is pretty underrated at times. Having a deterministic way to go first is quite good. Okay, so Timeline Duplicator, what does it do? Our Piggy has Epic and Legendary still to level up into. So if I take Timeline Duplicator, it's giving us 2 more bonus shops. I don't know if that's necessarily good enough. I think I just like Gilded Lily. Get us a guaranteed Epic at some point. I'll take the Ember here just to buff up the board. I'll take Pan's Shadow just to increase later Fey buffs. Well, 3 bags full here. Sure, we don't have any questers on board. We'll just take the padded shield. Give our future characters a little bit bigger. Here we go. Ooh, lost our first fight there. So silvers are fine because they turn into golds. I could also take a speculative Raggedy Ann. I think that Raggedy Ann is quite good. So I think I'll take that. We'll take a Blackjack. Blackjack is very good. Been a big fan of this card. Okay, come on, Rollin. Hit me! Hit me! I gotta step out just for a second. How do we do? Oh no! We got KO'd. Looks like we didn't, Man, you hit my Blackjack, you just hit him a little too good. Golden Daisy Jones. Well, that is going to be excellent. Farewell abilities are also hunt abilities. I'm going to take the Fairy Pancakes. Yeah. Mordican, quite good. I'll take the Jasmine Dragon. I guess this is a little awkward because triggering this twice is not going to be that amazing because we're going to summon it once. Weird. I had a alarm going off in my house, a little timer. I don't think I set. Okay, goodie bag. That could be quite good. Man, I gotta start giving up stuff though. I could take a speculative Shoemaker's Elves. Over the Rainbow's also not a bad cast because we already have the double from the Fairy Pancakes. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, okay. Then we're gonna take the Iron Cast Dragon here. It gives us a free bonus shop. Perfect. Excellent. Alright. Oh, because we have Lesser Mimic, so we get to copy things. Advent Calendar. That could be quite good. So start your turn, you're going to get a common treasure. You then upgrade it. It's going to go all the way to Legendary. So it's like, is the game going to last 5 turns? And the answer is probably. Probably. Let's take the Advent Calendar. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Giant Growth the Iron Cast Dragon. Well, that is quite good. I think I'm going to take Conan here. Ooh, a Smug. Okay, might be Smug over this Conan. I guess we have Potion of Treasure Finding. So, okay, I'm gonna go Smug over Daisy Jones because I'm not really using her. I'll slide Agony End up there. All right, looks like we get to draw. Draws are okay because we're going to be getting all of these treasures and things. Let's do that one. Gold is that. Whenever you discover an epic treasure, find a second copy of it. That's quite powerful. I think that's better than KO Star here. We'll find the printing press. This Bahamut is quite large. See if it all comes together here. The one thing the printing press will do... Oh no, it's when you discover, not when you gain. Interesting. I was going to say, it could work well with the Advent Treasure, or the Advent Calendar. Ooh. We might lose a full heart here. No, just a half a heart. Okay, good. Dwarven card is huge. That's a great find. I think I'm supposed to take 3 bags full here instead of the silver. Because we get our legendary because of Smug. Gonna keep making sure this front slot gets buffed. Lucky chest. Ooh, a Plus 1,000 sword. Excellent. No! Double stroke of midnight. Oh, no. Oof. Okay, Spellbook, Punch Card, and Buried Treasure. Midas Touch is good, because now we're going to get uncommons. Get a shop of all legendary characters. I think I'm just going to take the Genie's Lamp. Double Over the Rainbow has huge potential. Ooh, double Eureka. I could probably take the Captain Hook there, but those will last. I'll take all the extra spells. Okay, do I want this 600 Barrel of Monkeys? I think I want this 600 Barrel of Monkeys because it's going to definitely summon into the first slot here and need another 1,000. And I think it's over the Smug. I could also Twinkle Twinkle, and it's going to be the next thing's going to be even bigger. Yeah, let's gamble. Let's gamble. None of these are particularly where I want to be at, so I'm just going to keep casting the All for One. Well, wasn't exactly where I wanted to be at, but I'll take the Conan now. Speculatory, I'm going to take Navi. Just so I can maybe heal a heart later if I need to. It's possible I should have taken that Barrel of Monkeys. Alright. Gloves of Thieving, Black Pearl. Then this is the trigger off of Conan. Or not Conan. This is off of Dwarven Cart. So I get to take the Mysterious Map. Interesting. So I take a Wonder Box or a Doubling Cube. Doubling Cube would be huge. I think I'm supposed to just take the Trifork though. The Treasure Hoard 3 is quite big. Just gonna keep doubling up. Oh boy. This Treasure Hoard 8. Yeah. Take that. Just keep getting our silvers here. Alrighty. No! Stroke of Midnight! 2 Stroke of Midnights again? 3? How did they all hit the same thing? 4? 5? What is this? They all hit the same thing! What? 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 Yeah, I probably should have taken the hook. I agree. I got greedy. But what? What was that? What was that? Wow. Okay. I'm going to take the big Barrel of Monkeys now. Here we go! To the moon! I don't think we need the bonus shop off of this. I think we're doing okay. GG. Oh, what a silly game. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. The odds on that are just so low, right? It's 20% to hit each, or for each character, so it's 20, then 20, then 20. So 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5. So what is that? 125. I can do math here. Never do math live on stream, people. It's not good. So it's like 125, 1 or 2. God, insane. I can do it over here. That's easy. Do. Yeah, 3025 is the answer. Did those strokes all hit the same thing for you too, or did they hit different things? Am I just really lucky, or is that something I should report to Alexis? Because that insanity. All right, let's start another lobby here. CMMY. You ain't got no alibi. No, wait, that's not the words. While we're waiting on the lobby, yeah, they hit 3 different targets, including my. So I just got really lucky. one in 3,025 chances. Using up all that streamer luck. See, this is why you stream, folks. If you want to stream, hit me up in the Discord. I'll set you up with graphics and things, and you too can be very lucky. One more left in the lobby. Gonna fire in just 1 minute. Let's take a look at our spoiler while we're waiting for the last person to join. If we're gonna have a last person, we got the Viscount Chocolat. Super sweet. Each fight, steal +3/+3 from the enemy across from me. Candy vampire villain. Super excited for some Count Chocolat. Sorry, Viscount Chocolat, rather. All right, let's fire with 4. Super sweet means that every time you sweeten your candy, it gets times that amount. Kind of like Treasure Hoard. So the Viscount Chocolat will get +3/+3 each time you sweeten your candy. So it starts at 3, we'll go to 6, 9, 12, etc. In the end, if you sweeten a lot, he's going to steal a lot of stats. I think I like Dragon Mother. See, we get to see the created card here, the Mysterious Egg. Sure, we'll play with our Dragon deck. Will the candy set be free to play? Yes. Our game will never not be free to play. There will be 8 free captains on release. Each captain will come with their 12 deck starter deck. And they will all unlock Candelar cards first as you just play through the game, just like we do now. And then there are pre-orders for if you do want to spend money. Those will unlock 3 captains, which on release of Candelar, those pre-order bundles will go away, which just have a bunch of extra goodies like alternate arts and things and decks. On release, those will move into the store, same cost as our normal store captains. And then they will be free after 2 months. We have our Galaxy Pass captain, again, which is this month is going to be We Are Blorg, which is super sweet. The Boy Who Cried Wolf is now going to be the free captain for October. And then in 2 months, all of our premium captains become free as it is. So that's kind of been our business plan all along. I think we might take a Slappy here. And a Dragonling. This is perfect. Doesn't really matter where he goes, he just needs to be in the front. The downside here of not taking, I could have taken the Thorn before, and then our egg would have been bigger. It's possible that was still there. That would have been better over Slappy, but Yes, all of these cards that you see right now are all in client. If you haven't updated yet, go ahead and update your client. If you're still having issues, go to our Discord, and you can then post in the technical assistance channel, and we will get somebody to help you hopefully resolve that issue very quickly. There's the link to the Discord. But yeah, all these cards were put into the client as of yesterday with our patch. I've been a big fan of Rage Mage because it just lets you cast spells but also get the buffs on your slots. But I think I'm going to take the Baby Bear here. One more attack on our Dragonling, and then we can probably put our Dragon Egg in, or our Mysterious Egg into this spot. It used to be a Dragon Egg, now it's an any egg. We don't know what's in it. Could be a golden goose. That tends to be what it is. Could be anything. Ooh, Stella, we're showing off our cool lightning thief skin. The light burglar. Ooh, this is about to transform, so perfect time for a little red. We didn't get our attacking from Dragonling, which is a bit sad. Let's do it like that. So we'll get our quest completed here on Little Red in just a minute. Why Mysterious Egg? What big wings you have? Perfect. All right. Queen of Hearts. Nice. I'm a big fan of Printing Press, so I'm going to take Printing Press. Oh. I like all of these cards. I think I'm taking Blackjack, though. I'm a believer in Blackjack. Oh, and I don't even have to decide. I'm going to pass on the common treasure here because I want me a mechanical dragon. I swear I'm going to win the 50-50 and get to attack first with this Dragonling. It's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, I'm borderline probably going to ship him out. You've had 5 turns, Dragonling. Dang it! Dang it, Blackjack! Oh my god. Okay, only losing half a heart there. Could be worse. Dragonling at least finally completed what he needed to do. Take the Wand of Shielding because I think it's the one that's going to impact our game the most. We're probably not going to get summon things. Get our silver. Fire Breathing Dragon's quite good. I'm debating taking Tin Man, just knowing that I'm probably going to lose the next fight. I can cast Lost in the Woods. It's free. It'll puff my board by 1. I'm just going to take the Tin Man. I'm not going to believe that I'm going to win the next fight. Yes, it's me, the guy you talked to in Hoogland's Discord. Yeah, I'm a big member of Hooglandia. If you guys go follow Jeff Hoogland's content, he makes great content. I've been a moderator on his channel for, I think, 7 years now. But he's been doing a lot of our spoiler stuff for us. He does a lot of our sponsored content. Apologies for the dog barking. She was excited to say hello to you too, Socio. Or Soio. I think I always put a C in your name whenever I read it. Yes, our wonderful Viscount Chocolat. There's the full art there. Pop that up for just a brief moment. So good. You know, while we're waiting on other people in the lobby, let me just go quickly drop that into the Discord under our spoilers. Be multitasking. Oh no! Looks like we did get our blackjack to get us a treasure, which is good. We did get to our Tin Man, which is also good. Okay, so do we want to risk having 6 characters KO'd and then getting to cast a spell? Or do you just want to give our team plus 10 armor? I think we're just going to get the horse armor. Again, cheapest horse armor in any game that lets you buy horse armor. Our horse armor is free. Ooh, Angelica seems great. So we'll replace Tin Man. Smug is also great. Let's replace our Queen of Hearts. Yeah, 6 shooters pretty greedy on one. I think it might be speculative if you're A, in already a very spell-focused build anyway, or B, you have a lot of like summons, so you can guarantee to get it every single turn. We are not in that camp. We are just trying to survive. I think we're gonna do. Looks like we're gonna win this fight. Angelica didn't get to hunt, unfortunately. Ooh, gold Angelica. Excellent. So we're not gonna. It's funny. We could take the legendary, but we don't get 2 copies of it. Feral abilities are also hunt abilities. That's actually really good with Mechanical Dragon, so we'll do that. There we go. Gold and blackjack. We're gonna take Bunyan's Ask, or I think we're gonna take the buried treasure because it is going to buff our Angelica by a lot. All right. We're cooking. Yeah. The pot's on a simmer. Let's just hope we don't burn ourselves. Uh-oh. Full-hearted Salador. We gotta put in some work here. Good. They didn't get their hunt. Neither did we. Rats. Okay. All right. Captain Hook, quite good. I think I'm just going to take the silver here. Interesting. I could take Scalator. He's getting kind of close. And that'll eventually give us a legendary, but I'd have to replace, like, Smug, probably. I don't necessarily want to replace the Mechanical Dragon because I just love this card. I'm going to hit Lost in the Woods. Okay, I'm going to Shrink Tea. We're going to try to keep winning fights. Just keep winning fights. My Daisy was doubled because I have Printing Press that says when you discover an epic treasure, find a second copy of it. So I copy my epic treasures. I don't copy my legendary treasures. Little awkward with Smug, but new treasure here from the new set. Look at all the little cute gerbils. Those are gerbils, right? Hamsters. This is live footage of me in making spoiler content. This is what it looks like. Excellent. Excellent. So now we get 4, or 3 rather. Excellent. Excellent. All right, everything's coming up roses. So, Angelica's buff is going to go away when I take one of these characters. So if I don't want one of them, which I don't think I do, I'm just going to cast the spell. Okay, it's the same deal, but because we have Lost in the Woods, we get to then take another shop. So we'll do that. Captain Hook is excellent. That's exactly what we wanted. Take the Queen of Hearts there. And I'm going to Mixo on Angelica just in case their thing is bigger. Because if their thing is bigger, we get to really pop off of the gold Angelica here. It was slightly bigger. Okay, left or right. Perfect. Ooh. Is this the finals? I feel like I just faced you. No. I might have just faced the ghost. Okay, so again, do I want these? The Bahamut might just be big enough. I should probably replace Mechanical Dragon and just have a giant statted thing. But I'm greedy. I'm gonna cast a Lightning Bolt. This one I'll accept. I'm gonna play Smug with Conan. Man, this is a little awkward because I kind of want to have all of these in the front row. Okay, we'll do this. I wonder if Blackjack's gonna survive at all anyway. It's possible it's just supposed to be mechanical. We're probably at the point where these two cards have outlived their usefulness and we're gonna have to replace them. Luckily, we have easy ways to replace them, as long as Angelica can keep hunting. Yeah, the end of turn over the rainbow, hope for a hunt is a big gameplay. The only reason I actually took Queen of Hearts there is because we have this printing press. I want to speculate on getting more epic treasures. Yeah, I would bet that we're going to probably fire Blackjack and Mechanical Dragon into the sun here soon. Cool, Conan got to trigger his thing. Captain Hook gets to continue to be Captain Hook. We even got the hunt here off the Mechanical Dragon. Nice. Whoo! It's this one, right? It's this one? Okay, I don't necessarily want any of those, so I'm just gonna do this. It's just free stats, so I think I have to take it. Not my favorite course there. Okay, because Blackjack is now gold, I'm gonna put Friar Tuck here in the back. This will allow us to cast 2 spells as well before we have to get our character. Gives us just the most selections possible to try to hit good, powerful, large statted lads. This is why I really like Angelica. She does just have some fun gameplay. Still a lot of people in this lobby, so got lots of time. And Michaela is probably the strongest board based on the total heart count, looks like. So I just have to not take full heart. I can take half heart here and be fine. Uh-oh, you forgot to scale. Uh-oh. Oh, Wormskill Tinker. Uh-oh. And 6 shooters and double Merlins? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I think Kayla is gonna be scaling quite hard. I have to hope that they get eliminated quickly. Okay, I was going to take the golden Captain Hook. But I think it has to be our own Wormskill Tinker with all these Dragon Claws, right? Man, golden Captain Hook, though. With all these stats. I'm gonna take the Wormskill Tinker. I think it's the correct choice. I think Hook is already hunting. Is the thing. It's probably one of these two. I don't think we're really at the Merlin's hat. I'm gonna be greedy, a little greedy, but I think Wormskill Tinker is gonna be insane with Dragon Claws. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna hope it comes back around. Just because we passed on it once doesn't mean it's gone for good. But we're not here not to worm scale tinker, right? We gotta increase our horse armor. Now, mostly I think it's because of these dragon claws, right? So every turn that passes, worm scale tinker is gonna give our board plus 10. Just maybe too slow, but GG next trap. This game's not going to go for that much longer, too, though. Like, that's probably an argument for Captain Hook, is this game could possibly end in 2 turns, all things considered. I'm probably replacing Friar Tuck on my next turn because of that, too. Don't necessarily need bonus drops if the game is going to end. I say this as a player who always draws as many cards as I possibly can in every game. Awesome! Well, welcome again. We try to do this every Tuesday. Usually we try to start around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I didn't get to hunt. Oh no, I'm going to take full heart. Yeah. The Captain Hook might have gotten me there. Maybe. I don't know. That board is huge. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. 4th place. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So if this was 1,000 Captain Hook, it would have summoned 2 things. If I'd gotten lucky and it had hit like the goodie bag, then maybe I get there. Yeah, I mean, I had all these, but I agree. It was probably greedy. I was not expecting that board to have scaled that hard, for what it's worth. But yeah, I also didn't cast any spells, so Friar Tuck didn't get to do anything. It was probably greedy. But as they say, greed, for lack of a better word, is good. All right, QDP9. I think this is going to be my last lobby of the day. I got to actually get some actual work done. Not that I don't love getting to hang out with all of you as my work. It's always fantastic. You really love the new cards, by the way. They scaled crazy stuff. Yeah, we have a lot of things popping off, and Candelar is going to bring even more. It's going to be great fun. If you want to play more live lobbies, Yuckmouth does live lobbies pretty much every morning, Monday through Friday. So go ahead and join his stream. You can also find Jeff Hoogland does some live lobbies in his chat, and other streamers. Just go ahead and follow the Once Upon a Galaxy category. Pop on in. Lots of people like to do some live lobbies. It's a great way to get to it. There's also a lobby up command or role in the Discord. So you can go there, go to channels and roles, and select saying that you would like to get those notifications. And people occasionally post in there. We will have live lobby matchmaking coming at some point down the pipeline. It is on our roadmap. It is very important to us if you like live lobbies. You have got some questions for the game? Of course. Feel free to post any questions you want in the chat, and I will gladly answer. Looks like we have a full lobby here. Let's rock and roll. And Michaela, Ralem, Salador, Dokeshi, and Tim Sittard. Alrighty. Ooh. Artemis gameplay. I'm a big fan of Artemis. I'm a big fan of Lightning Thief too, but King Midas as well. You know what? Let's get weird with it. King Midas has not gotten to do Weirdbeard enough, and with the change back to being gold for Weirdbeard, we're gonna do that. We're all about gathering all those treasures. Lots of cool new treasures. Oh, welcome everybody coming from Horse Thief's channel. Welcome, welcome. My name is Zachary Brady. I'm the marketing manager for Once Upon a Galaxy. Hope you guys had a wonderful stream. I'm sure you guys are coming fresh off your own spoilers. Hope you enjoyed those. Is there a general rule of thumb for how to position cards in front besides supports being in the back? Generally speaking, the rule of thumb ends up being positioning. So it's it's a math equation. So if you want a character to attack, i.e. it has hunt, you'll want it in the first slot, or the fourth slot. Both of those slots just mathematically are going to get to attack more often than the other slots because your opponent is going to get to attack and knock down some of your characters. Likewise, if you want your character to be attacked, usually the third slot is the best slot for them. So things that you want to attack in either of these two slots, things that you want to be attacked in this slot. Other than that, that's kind of the general rule of thumbs. There are card-specific things as we are trying to get cards that want to be in slot 2. So there is a new shared pool card called Greenbeard that when it hunts, it buffs its neighbors. So if it's in slot 2, it'll buff slot 1 and slot 3. Things of that nature. Yeah, Twilight Sprinkles and Sour Patch Kid. Awesome. I take my Nesting Scrub Fowl, my new favorite card. And a Jealous Stepsisters. That's exactly why it's one of my new favorite cards. Because we're probably going to, get to get our Jealous Stepsisters completed on the first turn. Interesting. Captain's Cutlass. Okay, I'm just gonna go Lucky Chest. Okay, Laser Shark is also good. Nesting Scrub Fowl. Less good than it was because it has to, you don't get a silver version of it, but still decent enough. Your characters get +5 attack, and then when you lose this fight, destroy me, get 2 common treasures. I think I'm okay with this. We're down a character, but our Laser Shark is going to naturalize that balance, and our board gets to be large and in charge. Yeah, I guess we can put this here. Yeah, we got our dev stream kind of fired off here today. Ran it a little later than normal. Had some technical difficulties this morning. But we're rocking and rolling now. And because all you joined, I'm probably going to play a little longer. I was planning this to be last game, but can't do that with all these wonderful people coming in. We'll play a couple more with y'all and we'll rock and roll. Let me see if I have those. All right. Kicking butt, taking names. We'll take the Captain Ahab here. I don't expect it's going to do a lot, but always better than nothing. We'll take our ugly duckling here. Look how ugly he is. So mean. Hopefully he'll survive damage. I doubt it. He only has 3 toughness at this point. But you never know. Maybe he'll run into something. When is Twilight Sprinkles going to become a mage? That is not a me question. That'll be a Sam question. And the answer is probably not. It's a horse. Well, okay. I got your answer. Is it an animal? I believe it's an animal. Let me double check my spoiler here. It is an animal. It'll become a mage when you take Prize Pick. That's when it'll become a mage. Get some of these more spoilers put up here. I will update the website with all these new spoilers from today after the dev stream is over. But for now, they're updated in the Discord. There is a Candelar Spoilers channel. Feel free to go in there. That channel is for communication, so you guys can chat about all the cool, awesome spoilers that are happening. and which ones you like. There's also... Oops, I cannot type. There we go. There's also this link to our website where we have all of our spoilers updated as of yesterday. I will update it today after this. Alrighty. See here. Achilles High Tops is not bad. We have the Mecha Man that we like, and I actually am probably going to shift him over. We're probably replacing this. We're not really casting a lot of spells, but Merlin's Pointy Hat is probably an okay speculation for casting spells later. I think I'm just going to take the Achilles High Tops. And at this point, we will start replacing stuff. Tin Man is not necessarily the greatest. Oh, we did get our Captain Ahab trigger. I wasn't even paying attention. So now he can move to the front and just hunt as needed. Yeah, the legendary chain is so good. Chain of Camaraderie. Very powerful. I don't necessarily want any of these, but greed is not... I'm gonna put greed, speculative greed on Mecha Man, but I'm not totally enthused by it. We'll two-headed wizard. Hoping to hit a True Love's Kiss or something. We still have not lost a fight, so our Rusty Blades continues to do Rusty Blade things. We're probably going to lose this fight. Yes, we're definitely going to lose this fight, and we're going to lose a full heart, which is tough. Alright, we got Potions of Treasure Finding and Relic of Antiquity from our Broken Blades. Take a Bronze Goose here. I think we're going to take a Shoemaker Elves. Could be speculatively good. We need to remember that we drafted this Shoemaker Elves when we're picking a treasure, because it's going to go away even if we pick a treasure that does not have a stat buff. Ideally, we'd love something like a Gravity Well or a trash can full of strawberries, or you know, any of those kind of treasures that have those double stat buffs, because they go up a lot. Toy chest. Oof. Back-to-back full heart losses. Okay, well, we'll take the Bronze Goose here. So it's either Earthstone or Reinforced Hull. Reinforced Hull's not bad because we have both of these that do buff slots. Yeah, I'll take the Reinforced Hull rather than the random plus 11. Papa Bear's pretty good. So if we take Papa Bear, now we can do... Now we can do this, and then these three slots are going to get like plus 13, which is good. Might not be good enough. Ooh, summoning of a summoner there might help us survive. Okay, we just need to take half heart damage here, which is what we're going to do. Okay, this double spell I think is fine, because each one is going to give that plus 9. Apologies for the dog barking. I think I'm just going to meet in a tavern. Friar Tuck is interesting, because we could be casting spells. Okay, I'll take the Friar Tuck. we'll do this. Against Tim, this is gonna be tough. He's clearly been doing well this lobby. We need to win the fight to gain our half heart back. And I don't know if we've done enough. Yeah, that Angelica's big. Ooh, and Stroke of Midnight. Not a good sign for our boys. Nope. Brutal. GG. Oh, we got second place. Okay, so we ended up doing as best as we probably could there. Not a fantastic draft for us. We only ended up with 5 treasures, and 2 of these came off of Rusty Blade, so we really only had 4 treasures. So, for picking King Midas, we didn't get very many golds. Oops. Let's just jump into another one. Keep the train rolling. TR7P. GG, Tim. TRP7. While we're waiting on... Oh, I can put it in the chat here as well. It stays up. While we're doing that, let's look at our spoilers for today. It's the Viscount Chocolat. Super sweet. Each fight steal +3 from me, or from the enemy across from me. Candy vampire villain. So super sweet means every time you sweeten your candy, it acts as if it's been done 3 times for this card. So this stat buff of +3/+3 will become +6/+6 after you sweeten once, +9/+9 after you've sweetened twice, etc., etc. So it'll get quite big quite quickly. He's an epic collectible character. You see our awesome fancy new frosting border here for our candy cards to identify that they are all candy. Art here is fantastic. 4 more slots for anybody who wants to join TR7P. Two more slots left. We'll probably fire here in about a minute or so. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday. Again, my name is Zack. I'm our marketing manager at Once Upon a Galaxy. Thank you, everybody, for coming, playing, hanging out, watching, sharing with your friends. We can answer any of your questions in the chat if you would like. We do dev streams every Tuesday. We try to be as open as possible. You can always join our Discord. Let's drop that link into the chat if those who are not part of our Discord. All our devs are in there, and we're pretty active. So we try to read every single comment people post. It's getting harder to keep up these days because there are so many of you, which is awesome. That's exactly what we want to do. If you want a free, easy way to support Once Upon a Galaxy, go leave us a review on your favorite platform, on Steam, Android, or iOS. Those reviews really, really help us propagate and be seen by a good number of people. All right, Merryweather, Collector or Mr. Lamppost? I think I'm going to take Collector. I've always been a big fan of the Collector. I like to gather treasures, and that's one of my biggest archetypes that I like to play a lot, and he loves it when you gather all of the treasures. You heard the game for the streamer Frodan. So big W's for him. Yeah, big shout out to Frodan. I've been watching his content too. He's great. To be fair, I try to watch all of the streamers that stream, and it's getting quite hard. My partner has definitely commented on it more than once. She's like, can you stop working? And I'm like, no, I can't. I gotta watch Galaxy content. It's work related. Will the opponent's card that is impacted by Viscount Chocolate Thievery gain their stats back? I can't remember in playtesting. I think it's just that Viscount gains the stats and it damages it for the turn. Generally speaking, we don't want to do permanent debuffs on things, and so that's how I would bet it works. But I'll be honest, I haven't gotten to play a lot of the playtest in recent weeks, and I honestly forget. I believe Alexis might still be here. Yeah, debuffs are temporary, buffs are permanent. Perfect. That is what I figured. Get us our silver Aladdin here. Should get to grow our board again. Bounty contract is quite good. Rocking and rolling, getting a pretty big board here so far. Let's get us our Karma Chameleon. Ooh, Dragonling is actually quite good too. Tuck you back there like that. But while it's only it's all the debuffs are temporary for Viscount Chocolat, if you do get his ability up high enough and he can completely consume a character, that character will still get knocked out once it gets to zero toughness. So it can act as a freebie. But you'll have to sweeten your candy a whole lot to probably get to that point. But he's quite sweet himself. So kind of just digging for extra treasures and things. Not 100% sure what I want to do here. I think I do want to start getting our slots buffed up. I don't know if I'm ever going to get this Daughter of Athena to go because we're kind of late into the process. Morgan's a good speculative because we can always replace her with into the Dragonling slot once that's done. Go. Good snipe there from Morgan. I think we take Shipshape Inspector. Yeah, probably over the Nesting Scrub Fowl because we're definitely going to get to... Wish we had gotten... Ooh, we could do it right away. What's the benefit to doing it right away? Benefit to doing it right away is means I can reorganize my board in a better way. It also triggers this to give something +2 attack, and none of these are particularly great, so I think I'm just going to do that. Ooh, that's a good reason to do it too. Okay, yeah, we'll take the Gravity Well here. So it'll trigger at the start of the fight. Yeah, hard to pass a turn 5 as well, for sure. Hope we get to... We're kind of banking on this Karma Chameleon. Breadcrumbs is going to be fantastic for us. Do I want any of these? I think the answer is no. Plus, free spells are good because Morgan's going to keep buffing things. Okay. We're done with Dragonling. Do that. Do that. Do that. We'll see if we get to a point where this current chameleon actually gets to attack. We've been just brutalizing people, so we haven't needed to. The benefit of that is that he always gives you one rarity higher. So there's a chance that if he can hunt on a later turn, like now, we get to get a good epic here. So that was perfect. That's kind of what we wanted. So Mousetrap we'll want to put here. And then I think we're going to probably replace the hyena with Daisy Jones. Ooh, Gold Morgan. Does it matter that our animals be mages? Probably not. Let's give slots bigger. I think we're just going to take the Wands of Strength. I think we're going to start casting spells at some point. Wow, we're already into the final 3 of this lobby. This lobby went quick. Oof. Didn't get attacked on the Mousetrap there. Okay, we'll just Lost in the Woods. Silver Arm Mousetrap. Ooh, an Ogre Magi. So now we do this. Yeah, Pappy getting fat. Perfect. Okay. So this +3/+3 will persist in the next turn, which is good. We're also going to be casting a Lost in the Woods probably on our first turn as well, which means that the first character we actually recruit next turn should be a +6/+6 in general. And our Gravity Well is ticking. Yeah, kind of a downside. We picked a Gravity Well expecting a longer game, but it's turn 8 and we're down to the finals already. Not what we want. Almost got a draw there, but didn't quite. Man, this is not that big either. Yeah, I think we're cooked. Pappy took us to the cleaners. It's a turn 9 total party kill or total lobby KO. That's pretty good. I was running the numbers a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to figure out what the fastest plausible turn was, and I think it's like turn 7 is probably the fastest plausible lobby win. You can win faster than that, but it takes like a lot of collusion. So I think technically if everybody colludes together and for some reason you all get really lucky, you can end the game on turn 3 with everybody drawing. But yep, that's it. We cooked. Wow, what a fast game. Yeah, 10 million Fireflies at turn 5 goes pretty hard. Well, let's do another. CDQ3 is our lobby code. I'm always bad at marking that the lobbies have fired in the lobby up thing. I need to get better at that. Ugh. One more slot left. CDQ3. You want to come in and beat up a dev. Give it another minute and then we'll fire. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. My name is Zack Brady. I'm the marketing manager at Once Upon a Galaxy. Again, thank you everybody for playing our wonderful game. If you want free, easy ways to support us, you can always go and leave a review on any of the platforms that you do reviews on. If you want to spend money to help us, we have our pre-order bundles are live. Oops, we lost a player. So go to our shop. They're $15 a piece. They have awesome things. We have lots of information about them. You can check out all the information on Candelar coming up right here. Alrighty, let us fire. Sir Galahad, Dr. Aegon, and Loki. We recently buffed Loki, and I've been having fun with him. So I'm gonna play me a Loki. We'll do some spell gaming. Loki is gonna be a lot better with Candelar because Candy spells make a lot of the spell casting things a lot better. But his recent change is pretty big for him. So he used to copy whatever you had a spell that targeted anything. He would copy it and cast it on 2 random things instead. Now he will always target the thing that you chose to target and copy on one other thing. We're going to keep beating it into our head. We are playing Loki. If you cast a True Love's Kiss, you could make content. Alrighty. Wind-up toy is pretty good. Daughter of Athena is just okay. Forget what's in our deck. Maybe I'm just going to take the Thorn. Well, Glory Seeker would have been nice to have off of the Daughter of Athena, but... Candy spellcasting will be great. It's too bad none of the Candy spellcasting cards are actually mages, so you can't properly use the synergy. I'm trying to think if that's actually true. I'm trying to think so. It might have been the ones we've revealed so far aren't. But generally speaking, it won't be necessary. You can play Candies and mages, and it'll be fine. The fact that this is the biggest issue is covered, yeah. Yeah. I actually have a refutation. We do have one. Let me see if I can go to my spoiler page and I can find it here for you. I believe Katatui is a mage that then cares about Candy. That has already been spoiled. Let me see if I can find her. Let me quickly draft here so that way I don't hold up a lobby looking for spoiler cards. There we go. Where are you at here? Whoops. I don't think you were supposed to see that. Yeah, it's my bad. There we go. I did not know that my screen was up. That always happens. Okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Window capture. There we go. Okay, so Katatui, Candy Animal Mage. Quest cast 3 spells. Treasure find, you get Magical Piping Bag. Magical Piping Bag is whenever you complete any quest, sweeten your candy twice. Both a Candy and a Mage cares about candy. Okay, let's keep playing. Silvery Moon is decent. Glory Seeker's good. I think we'll take the little red. Yeah, weird math. I was doing. Oh, I don't know if you were here for that, Alexis, but we had 5 Stroke of Midnights, and they all targeted the same character. So I was like, "What's the quick math for what the likelihood of that?" And general rule of thumb: if anybody wants to stream, yeah, one out of 5 to the 4th, yeah. But I don't do live math on stream, so I just googled. It's like 1 out of 5 times in a row. Oh, it's 1 to 625. Okay. Let's take the potion of treasure finding here. Buried treasure's quite good because we'll probably get a pirate. Looks like we're going to probably take full heart damage here. Ring of the Magus is probably going to be good because we're going to be casting spells. I think we just want to replace this. A little bit awkward. We didn't hit a pirate. We didn't hit a transform spell. We didn't have a targeted spell. Easy math. Look. I liked math when I was growing up, but as I've gotten older, just not that consistent. The power's 5. No, yeah. I could do squared. I can do cubed. I think that's about it. Oof. Speaking about getting cubed, I am getting rocked. It's easy because they all end in 25. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so we can take this over the 3/3. Ooh, trash can full of strawberries. I do like trash cans full of strawberries. And it might even be the best thing to take here. I wonder if I'm supposed to take this or the... I think I'm supposed to take the Calypso and not cast any spells again. Alright, don't eliminate me. Don't eliminate me. Alright, didn't get eliminated. Just half heart damage. Now we gotta have our big turn. Let's Lost in the Woods. We get our spells done. Man, we could just take a Bronze Goose because it's bigger. But I think we're just gonna do the spells. We're gonna go all in on this Cowardly Lion. This is fine because it gives us a bonus shop. And then this is going to increase our thing. So I think we're going to take the Twin Shot. Yeah, we'll take Twin Shot because it'll increase our trash can full of strawberries as well. There's a silver. There's another targeted spell. Perfect. So things get big. Hopefully we're big enough here. We can knock out. Oh god, we were about to get eliminated before the asynchron that got joined into the lobby. Yeah, because Little Red says transform a character, but yeah, makes sense. Are there other treasures that transform? I don't think so. All right. Did not lose to the async run. Oof. I guess we'll do this. We'll get us a rare, or oh yeah, we get a. Okay, Buster Run spells get +9/+9. So we just gotta not lose again. Let's not lose. Lesser Mimic. Yeah, Lesser Mimic transforms into a copy. Good call. Rusty Blade doesn't. It breaks and then you get 2 commons. Well, your board might be bad, but I would like to set the Cowardly Lion. Here, okay, I'll put you to 1 heart and you trigger my Cowardly Lion. Seems like a fair trade. Definitely all upsides for everyone. We're in a little awkward box here because we're going to need to replace this character and this character, but we're also going to be wanting to cast spells. Because our things should get pretty ham. Like even a 3 bags full is going to be good. Hey, look at that. We helped each other out. Exactly as said. Merlin's Tome, Santa's Cookies, or Aphrodite's Tears. Okay, we'll take the Merlin's Tome. Double is excellent. So let's just double. There. This one got really big. Ooh, I think we take Mechanical Dragon here over casting the Presence. Because the Mechanical Dragon is going to be pretty good with this trash can full of strawberries. Overall. We're still going to need to find a replacement for the Tin Man, but we'll be okay. I'm a little worried with the Merlin's Tome because I don't want to necessarily hit like True Love's Kiss. Because I don't want to necessarily get rid of some of the mages I have on board. Uh-oh. Nervous. Okay, I think we're gonna be okay. Only half heart damage. It does put our back against the wall. See, this is the other thing with taking the mages is that, or with taking Merlin's Tome, is Stroke of Midnight might be okay. It casts spells. It makes my things bigger. Do we think our board is big enough to beat the next person? Man, I don't want to give up a bunch of stats. I do like this Rudolph the Red. Okay, I'm gonna give up the stats for now. Let's hope that that's not too greedy and cause us to lose. I think we'll be okay. Because we knew we weren't facing the top player in the lobby. Oh no! Oh, we're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. Okay. The plus side is I think it didn't matter. I think we were dead anyway. Brutal. Alright guys, I gotta get back to some actual work this afternoon. Thank you guys all for joining us for the Once Upon a Galaxy dev stream. We do this every Tuesday. Again, if you haven't played our game before and you're just hanging out, welcome. Come download our game. It's free to play. Come join us on the Discord and join the community. It's a lot of fun. Go watch your other content creators. Let me see if anybody else is live, and I will push that to you guys. Give me a second here. Yeah, it looks like Daybreak Elemental is going, so let me push you guys all over there. Again, thank you guys for joining. We got I'll show off let me show off the things real quick. There are pre-order bundles in the shop for 3 new captains coming out. They will be released when Candlear releases later this month. go feel free to pick them up. If you buy all 3, you get a special collector's edition. Yes, I know I work here, but I also bought them already because I cannot wait. Lots of great alt arts like Jason for Jason the Argonauts and Candy Pandy. Yeah, lots of good stuff here. So feel free to go pick them up. They're $15 a piece. They're great. They help our game out. We also have the new Galaxy Pass, which will be launching a little bit in a few hours at midnight GMT for We Are the Blorg. Should be sweet. Okay, take it easy, guys. We'll raid you guys over to Daybreak Elemental. Too late to already show them your. Well, good. Well, we'll have more things to buy as time goes on. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one. Go say hi to Daybreak Elemental for me. Ciao.